Hi guys, David Wynn here, August University, and Bitcoin cryptocurrency has taken a major dip, a major dive. We're in the red, but we're actually recovering a little bit. As you can see, massive dumps, guys, massive dump on Bitcoin. Just craziness. At the same time, guys, you gotta realize we had a significant gains, right? We had significant growth. And it was a matter of time before we took a little bit of a correction here, right? Long-term value, okay? So what was very interesting recently I saw was, actually just a moment ago, was Michael Saylor of MicroStrategy kind of talking on CNBC regarding Bitcoin and the long-term strategy. So yes, we're down 10%. You got to think long-term, guys. You can't just have super weak hands and sell the moment that we get in the red a little bit. You got to think long-term value here, okay? So I'm just going to go a little bit about the video. It looks like they were kind of setting them up for... It seemed like they were kind of setting them up, but watch what they're saying here.
I read a really interesting piece yesterday, just in terms of how we might be looking at this a little bit wrong. Those of us who follow stocks and know about reversions to the mean, that this is different because the mean that you're going to be reverting to is constantly growing. It's happening as all of these new companies, new investors are kind of buying into that. So the mean itself, the line is one that's moving pretty sharply higher. You agree with that theory?
The most important thing to understand about Bitcoin is a bank in cyberspace for people that don't have the ability to run their own hedge fund. It's not a stock. It's an asset class. And so, you know, if I put $1 billion into a bank and then came back a year later and I put another $10 billion in the bank is not overvalued by a factor of 10. The bank is just 10 times bigger. People are using Bitcoin to store their monetary energy for the long term. And so the price is a reflection of the monetary energy in this bank in cyberspace.
So what he's saying is it's a long-term play, right? Companies are putting billions of dollars in Bitcoin to store it away. So it doesn't really matter so much if tomorrow it goes down 10%, 20%, whatever. They know the trajectory is moving upwards and that there's only 21 million units that's ever going to be available to be mined total, and some of which is actually missing and lost. So it will eventually stabilize in time as the market cap increases. So we can continue watching that here.
Hey, Michael, I just wanted to go back to a question about your holdings of Bitcoin personally and potentially the holdings of members of the board or executives in the management team. And the reason I raise this is I think there's a lot of companies now that are thinking about buying into Bitcoin, and yet there are employees and or board members who are either own Bitcoin already or buying in knowing perhaps that their company is going to buy Bitcoin. How you think about that from a legal perspective, because historically, if one company was going to effectively buy another company, it would actually be considered either illegal insider trading.
They're really calling them out on a lot of things, but I think they're trying to position them to fail, right, in a way. But yeah, you gotta give opinions and see different sides of every story. So,
or just a breach of the fiduciary duty because effectively you'd be taking advantage of corporate information.
Okay, well, the first thing to note is that Bitcoin is property. It's not a security. And that's a very critical idea. Property means you can own a house or you can own land, and your company can also buy land. With regard to public companies, the key is to make sure that you have adequate disclosure of all your holdings that might be viewed as a conflict of interest. And so you can be sure that I went to great lengths to adequately disclose to every member of the board the exact extent of my Bitcoin holdings before we even started to deliberate this.
With this Bitcoin dip, you've seen a significant drop in MicroStrategy's valuation on the stocks as well. I'm actually a long holder of MicroStrategy. I believe in what they're doing. I believe in their whole movement when it comes to corporation investing into the Bitcoin, and I just like what they're doing in general. So, yes, it's bloody right now with a dip significantly on the stock. I'm still long MicroStrategy as well.
You see, Bitcoin is the most widely held investment asset in the world right now. We have congressmen, we have senators, we have members of government, we have CEOs, we have 100 million individuals out there that have it. You're going to find that lots and lots of people have this property. I think that whenever you're running an institution, be it a charity, an endowment, a government institution, a corporation, the key is to make sure that you're very transparent in your holdings before you enter into deliberation that might impact that company.
Right. It's $1 trillion. So, I mean, there's stocks that are $1 trillion. I'm trying to figure out what type of total market cap you'd need until you wouldn't ask that question anymore, Michael. I mean, people with gold, if a company decides it wants to put its treasuries in gold, I don't think they'd ask the CEO, oh, did you buy some, you're going to move the entire gold market, but it's a much bigger market. But I'm wondering if there's a number where you don't ask that question, where it becomes actually would you worry if you went out to
This guy's not feeling Bitcoin at all. The guy on the left.
Yield curve on bonds, or if you went into corporates on your treasury, would you have to make sure that people on that were at the company weren't buying corporates in the meantime? I don't know. What do you think the number is? At $1 trillion, you could still almost make the case you can move that.
There's a $500 trillion monetary planet, and the outer layer is currency. Then you've got stocks, bonds, real estate. There's $10 trillion worth of gold in there, $1 trillion in Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is going to flip gold, and it's going to subsume the entire gold market cap. Then it's going to subsume negative yielding sovereign debt and other monetary indexes until it grows to $100 trillion.
Woo! He's saying that Bitcoin's going to flip gold. It's going to flip gold. That's crazy.
Once it gets to 10 trillion, its volatility will be dramatically less.
10 trillion, volatility of Bitcoin is going to be significantly less.
And as it marches toward 100 trillion, you're going to see the growth rates fall, the volatility fall, and it's going to be a stabilizing influence in the entire financial system of the 21st century.
That's insane, guys. That's the Bitcoin cryptocurrency update for today. I'm long Bitcoin, guys. I'm a holder of Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrency as a whole. Don't let the markets get you down. We're in the red right now. Don't let it get you down. Do not invest anything you're not willing to lose. When it comes to stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency, whatever. Don't put all your eggs in one basket either. But I'm long Ethereum, I'm long Bitcoin. And don't let the sea of red here hurt you too much. Be positive. Be positive and know long-term why you're investing in the first place. All right? If you guys got value out of this video, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. I'm doing a giveaway once I hit 2K subscribers on my channel. I'm doing a giveaway. Last time I did $100. Still deciding what the giveaway is going to be. Usually it's in cryptocurrency. If you guys are looking to buy cryptocurrency in Canada, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I have my links in the description below so you can get bonus on your deposit. And if you're looking to buy cryptocurrency in anywhere else in the world, I have links down below on the global exchanges that I use. If you guys are looking for software that allows you to kind of cheat the trading days a little bit, tells you when to buy and when to sell with buy and sell signals, this is called Lux Algo. I also have that included down below with the 20% discount as well if you want to take advantage of that. Until then, guys, see you guys in the next video.